Okay, now we moved out of the infield and we've moved out of the outfield. Now we're going to get to the top 5 designated hitters, top 5 DHs in the major leagues. It's Jason, by the way, for those of you that don't know me. Top 5 DHs in Major League Baseball heading into 2020. Take a look in the description down below. I'm going to put a couple of videos of my most recent position players. But if you want to see, if you're interested in the infield, you're interested in the outfield positions, I'm doing every single position, top 5 players heading into 2020 for every position. After this, I have starting pitcher, relief pitcher, and catcher. I've done all the infield and all the outfield already. So if you haven't subscribed yet, smash that subscribe button. If you want to see all the ones that I do moving forward, hit that notification as well moving forward. And if you enjoy the videos, please click the thumbs up. I appreciate your support very much. Okay, so with that said, and also I try to keep my videos short and sweet. Okay, I do top 5s. You can easily do top 10s, but this is in case you want to watch multiple videos and see multiple positions. You're not going to have to be spending an hour or 2 watching the videos. I'm keeping them between like 5 and 7 minutes so that you could watch 3 to 4 of them if you wanted to and get through them. Okay, if you had a little bit of a break here and there. So you can even watch one of my videos during a commercial break for a TV show. Commercial breaks are generally 5 to 7 minutes long. So it's another way of thinking about it. But anyway, top 5 designated hitters, DHs. I got my trusty list here in Major League Baseball. Let's get to it. Number 5. From the Minnesota Twins, Miguel Sano. Okay, part of that lineup, and they've added Josh Donaldson. They've got Cruz, and to me, actually, I mean, I have 2 Twins on this list, which is crazy, because he can easily be a position player, but I think he's going to be part of a DH as well, platoon with the other guy on this list. So it's kind of nuts, but I do have 2 guys from the same team on this list. I think they're going to rotate between some position and DH, but to me, they're 2 guys on the same team, which is crazy, but it is what it is. That's my list. Your list could be different, and I welcome it as well. Put it down below. But Miguel Sano is my number 5. Okay. Number 4, part of the new developing Murderers Row in Anaheim there, Shohei Ohtani from the Los Angeles Angels. I mean, we've added Anthony Rendon to that list now. We've got Rendon, Trout, Ohtani, Pujols, who's still, I mean, he's almost 40, but he's still hitting 25, 30, 35 home runs a year, getting almost 100 RBIs. People are saying he's washed up. I'll take 25 and 90 from a washed-up player. I'll take it, okay? It's just my opinion, and Ohtani, I think he'll spend most of his time at DH, and as he starts to get back into on the mound, recovering from Tommy John, which I think will be late spring, early summer, I think they projected, he's still a very consistent player. And he's one of the best. He's probably the best 2-way player in baseball. There aren't many, but one of the best 2-ways I've ever seen. So he's my number 4. My number 3, another one who's switched teams. This one's going to be Edwin Encarnacion from the Chicago White Sox. I mean, we added him. You've added Yasmani Grandal. You've added. They traded for Nomar Mazara. They really boosted that lineup. They boosted the bullpen. They boosted the rotation. They brought in Dallas Keuchel and some other guys. They're going to be, contending with the Twins for the National League Central, in my opinion. I think both of them are ahead of the Indians, actually. But we'll see. They have to gel together. They have to perform, and they have to stay healthy. But he's been traditionally one of the best DHs in baseball for about a decade now. And he puts up consistent numbers every year, despite a freak injury. He got hit by a pitch last year, which put him out for, I think, a month or a month and a half. But he came back and performed with the Yankees, and he was still a great player. So I think he's going to bring great value to the White Sox, and he's my number 3. My number 2, this guy pops up on most of the stat boards. Chris Davis from the Oakland A's. Not everybody knows about him. There's so many players on the A's and even the Tampa Bay Rays, and I said this in other videos, that you can't name the players on the teams, but they're so good. This guy's a 35 or 40 home run guy pretty much every year, 100 RBI guy every year, close to 300 hitter every year. Okay, but people don't know about him because he plays for the Oakland Athletics. Okay, just like guys in the Tampa Bay, Pittsburgh. There are players on those teams that are really good too, and they just don't have the name recognition that some of these other players have. So if you haven't heard of Chris Davis, look him up, and it's Khris. Okay, and the reason why I do these lists, I said this before, instead of putting I could make fancy videos, but showing a highlight doesn't really give you the big picture. I want you to know the person's name. I want you to be able to look them up if you need to, so you could see why they're on this list. Okay. The number 1 DH, who's Mr. Sano's teammate from the Minnesota Twins, Nelson Cruz. I mean, he's been pretty much the best DH in baseball for the past, I don't know, several years. I mean, he's a little bit more of a power-hitting version of Edgar Martinez, who's more of a 320, 330 hitter, who still had power. This guy's more of a 35, 40 home run guy, and he's still approaching 40 years old, and he's still putting up those numbers. Him and Sano and Donaldson, I mean, they're going to be a really dangerous lineup, and the Twins are going to be a really good team. They've added to the pitching. They're another one of these teams. So I would look out for the National League Central and the American League Central. And again, just like I said, in the National League, you could easily win 100 games or 98 games and miss the postseason. How deep and good some of these teams are. So this is my list. Here are my top 5. I know I have 2 guys on the same team, but they kind of float between position and DH. I don't see a lot of guys that are better than Sano or Cruz offensively. So, and obviously with DH, even if they play a position on occasion, the stats are more weighted on the offensive front and clutch hitting as well. So let me know what you think of this list. If you have other guys on the list, put them down below. If you want to see the other videos and you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button and hit that notification. Like I said, if you enjoy the videos, hit that thumbs up. Thank you guys always for your support. I appreciate it. And my next video, not going to want to miss, is the top 5 catchers in Major League Baseball. And then I'm going to go over starting pitchers and relievers after that. So keep your eyes peeled and your ears peeled for that one as well. Have a great week. Talk to you next time.